My analyst told me that Mo was offside, very, very close, a very small margin, like the toe or whatever. Sadio, obviously, with his upper body. So I didn't see it. I heard that. So that makes, but that sounds like twice offside, even when he was close. But well played, good play, all these kind of things. Second penalty is a penalty because the ref whistled it. Because there was a contact, and then the ref thinks it's enough, then we cannot change that, obviously, and that's the situation.
Obviously, though, Danny Welbeck thought it was soft, and Stuart Atwell didn't give it initially. VAR instructed him to go and look at the monitor, and then you kind of knew what was going to happen, didn't you?
Yep. True.
What did you say to Stuart Atwell at the end?
I don't know anymore. Nothing serious, I think. So something like, if the contact was enough, then you decide.
Just on the match itself, Jurgen, obviously Jota now 9 goals. It's an incredible start, and Henderson's introduction seemed to change the dynamic of the match, would you say?
I like the first half as well. So, of course, they had a bit more offensive situations because we had to adapt. We had to learn, actually, in the game because the ball slipped. So some things. Brighton, when you analyze Brighton plays football against each team, has a playing build-up against each team. Against us, obviously, they shoot the balls long. That's okay. That was a little difference. And then they, with Connolly up front, they played pretty early balls in behind. And how I said, this last line played now the first time together. So they need to adapt. After 20, 25 minutes, we did that. We controlled that. Didn't have, I think, the Connolly chance was a big one. All the other situations, Ali sorted. So, so I like the first half as well. And of course, when you have Hendo on the pitch, that always helps. Absolutely. And we scored a goal. Couldn't score the second one. Okay, scored a lot of more goals, but they were disallowed and couldn't score a second one, which would have been allowed. And then the penalty came. That's how it is.
Okay, before I go to James next, we haven't got any other hands up, so this will be the last question unless the guys will use the hands up in the attendees section. James.
Hi, Jurgen. Jurgen, just wanted to ask, what's the situation with James Milner in terms of, is that a hamstring injury that forced him off? And in terms of your midfield options, are you likely to have Thiago or Oxlade or anyone else back in the near future?
No. Oh, near future? That you have to explain that. What's near future?
Well, any chance for the 2 games coming up this week against Ajax and Wolves? So.
I don't want to tell Ajax and Wolves too much, but I don't think so.
Yeah. And just in terms of, obviously, you've been a strong advocate of wanting to increase the number of subs to 5, and you talked about the managers meeting recently. Have you had any indication of when the clubs are actually going to vote on it again?
No.
None whatsoever, no.
Oh.
Do you still retain hope it will get changed during the season? Or are you resigned now to it remaining at 3?
Look, if it would be about me, I would have never mentioned it. But it's about the players, and so each moment when it would happen, it would be good for the players. Brighton lost today 2 players, and they play 1 game a week with muscle injuries. So the most difficult time is coming up now. For Sheffield United as well, by the way. And then we will see. I can explain it one last time. In this period where we are in, 5 subs is not for tactical changes. And if ever one coach has the luck to use it for tactical changes, that will be the exception. But it's just today, we made an early sub in the half time. Then we did a second sub, and then you have to be. And we thought really, if you are brave and make the third sub. If you are not brave, then you have to wait with the third sub until the 90th minute, pretty much, because until then when they show up 5 more minutes, for example, then you can say, okay, if you change now, then probably nothing will happen, or we are only 3-4 minutes with 10 men. If we would have had 5 subs today, then Andy Robertson, I would have taken off 100%. I had Kostas Tsimikas on the bench, so he can play then 15, 20 minutes, whatever. So we don't have a lot of options in the moment. We have, but they're all offensive. So you can just bring them all through the season. That's it will not be. It's not the solution, but it's a little help. That's all. Whatever Chris Wilder says, I don't speak only about Liverpool. He speaks only about Sheffield United. That's true. He admitted that in the managers' meeting, but I speak about football players.